Before you pack your bags and move to Benton and Bryant, I want you to stop, because in this video, I'm going to be showing you why these two cities are most desirable and what you should be looking out for that Google is not going to tell you. So stick around to the very end of this video, because you're going to get a very clear understanding if this Benton and Bryant communities are really meant for you. What's going on, guys? My name is Cody, realtor with eXp Realty. I help sellers get the most amount of money and help buyers find the next best deal. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and share the video if you want more valuable content just like this. And be sure to check out all of my social medias if you want more valuable content just like this. And if you're a buyer or a seller who is living in Bryant and wants to sell their property, or if you're a buyer looking to relocate to these communities, be sure to click that Zoom call link in the description below. Book a call with me. Let me help you get the most amount of money, or if you're a buyer, let me help you find the next best deal. But without any further ado, let's waste no more time. Why should you watch this video before you pack your bags and move to Benton and Bryant? It's going to be explained all in this video, so let's jump right into it. And it's number one, it is not all neighborhoods are the same. What do I mean by not all neighborhoods are the same? Well, there's communities where there's HOA communities, and a lot of communities, or at least a lot of buyers in itself, don't like HOA communities. Now, I did preach that in my previous video. Benton and Bryant are very currently desirable communities. There's a lot of new construction, which we're going to talk about here later in this video, but there's a lot of HOA communities. Every time you go out there, especially deeper in Benton, you're going to see new development communities. You're going to see new properties, and these HOA fees can run up to about $300, $400, close up to $700 to $1,000 a month if you get really deep into the luxury communities of Benton and Bryant. Now, there's a lot of new builds out there as well, which I just mentioned. There's a lot of new communities. Now, some HOA communities, there's not HOA communities. And when there's not HOA communities, they're typically normally would not only be bad communities, but they would typically be the lower class communities. And whatever you are choosing to desire, that's up to you. But let's just let you know that not all neighborhoods are the same. When you think of Benton and Bryant, what do you think of? You think of acreage, you think of new builds, you think of all this good stuff. And whenever you think about good stuff, number two is that prices are always rising. This is a good one, at least for investors and for sellers. The average price point in Bryant alone is around about $280 to $350, which is good for first-time home buyers, which is good for second-time home buyers who are looking to, upsize or downsize their living. But Benton is sitting at a staggering $300 to $375, almost 400 grand. Now, here's the thing about these fast rising communities. Like I mentioned before, these are new construction communities. They're new builds. So with these new building communities, and on top of that, if you're a seller looking to compete in these new construction communities, it's going to be a bit difficult, because these builders are throwing in incentives. They're throwing in paying closing costs. They're throwing in paying the agents commissions. These are the people you have to compete with. But besides that, it's always a great appreciating asset in Benton and Bryant. So if you want your money's worth, if you're an investor and you want to have at least over 6-figure plus in assets, Benton and Bryant are great communities to start with. And again, the average rehab property is going to be around about 60 to 70 grand, almost 80 grand if you want a complete broken fixer-upper and you want to start in these high development communities. But these two don't compare to number three, which is the worst out of them all, is the Commute. Now, the Commute is okay. I'm surprised I even said it was good, but it's okay. These are the dead hours of Benton and Bryant, especially traffic-wise. If you have to go to work at 8:30 a.m. or 9 a.m., you have to leave sooner than 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. because once you get to that point, traffic is backed up, especially going to downtown. 7 to 8 a.m. is backed up going to downtown. Now, if you're going back home, you want to leave as early as you can, because going back to Benton and Bryant, the traffic that way is going to be the exact same as it was in the morning. Now, no matter where you go, whether you're taking the freeway, whether you're taking the back roads, it is going to be packed. So in my advice, if you want to live into these communities, you need to leave at least an hour before these time zones to at least get in front of everybody. Trust me, when I used to work at my old brokerage at Sister 21, the traffic was terrible. Sometimes I was even late to the office to even do my floor duties. And it was just terrible. I do not recommend you going at these hours. I would recommend you going hour, maybe 2 hours, especially like me. I get up at 4 a.m. I go to the gym and I work at home. But if you don't work at home and you work jobs, you need to leave an hour before. And now you're asking, what's really causing all this traffic jam? Now, which is leading to our next point. The schools. Now, the schools, Benton and Bryant has one of the best schools in Central Arkansas alone. Now, in my previous video, I did mention a little bit about why are they the best schools. They're best academically, the best athletically. The baseball team is great. The basketball team is great. The football team is great. Everybody comes to Benton and Bryant high schools in general. I don't know if I even said that right, but Benton and Bryant high schools to play sports, to play academically, to go get, take college classes. So just to keep this one very vague, if you want to take your child to the best schools and the best public schools, we're not talking about private schools. We're talking about the best public schools. Bryant High, Ben High is the best schools in Central Arkansas that you should look into for your child. Which number 5 is the most important one, especially if you're looking still to get very active in these communities, is the lifestyle. What are the lifestyles like in Ben and Bryant? Normally, I always preach that it's a lot of acreage. It's a very slow community, which I do have. This is very slower living. It's not like here in Little Rock. It's not like here in Little Rock where it's the downtown area where, there's a lot of things going on. You got the nightlife and all that stuff, right? You also have a lot of families. And what do I mean by a lot of families? I mean by a lot of communities, a smaller town where everybody knows everybody. And on top of that, tighter communities as well. So if you want a, community where everybody knows each other, you feel safe, you feel secure, you want to know everybody, you want to get to know your friends and family, Ben and Bryant are the cities for you. Now, they're not to say they're not the biggest city. There's a lot to do, especially if you're an outdoorsy type of person. You like to go hunting, you like to go, riding dirt bikes, riding ATVs. Those communities are great for you, but don't expect it to be like downtown Little Rock where everybody's walking downtown. It's a bunch of parties going on or a bunch of activities going on. Ben and Bryant is just a slower lifestyle. And if you are more of a slower lifestyle type of person, these communities will be best for you. Overall, just recap this whole video. Not all the communities are the same. You have to watch out for the HOAs, what communities. You have to have an agent to do the back end research for you before you choose that property or the community you want to look into. The prices are always rising. This is a A+ to moving into Ben and Bryant. The commute, this is a priority that you need to watch out for if you are looking to relocate to these communities. You need to know what traffic patterns are. You need to know when the good and the bad times to leave your home, to go to work, or whatever you need to do in the morning. The schools, these are one of the best schools in Central Arkansas. And lastly, the lifestyle is more slower living. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video of what to do on watching this video before you move into these communities. Again, be sure to like and subscribe if you want more valuable content just like this. And listen, if you're a buyer looking to relocate to Ben or Bryant, click that Zoom meeting down in the description below. Let me help you get into any of these communities that you are looking to relocate to. And if you're a seller and you have an asset that you're just trying to sell and get the most amount of money, be sure to click that Zoom link again below as well. Let me help you get your money. Let me help you get you to your motivation. And again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it.